Hello, I'm Jo Watkinson from Decorum Tri Club, and with the team from Everyone Active and Active Training World, we are really excited to be bringing you the Hemel Hempstead Triathlon on the 18th of September. Welcome to your online race briefing. We won't be delivering a full race briefing on the day, so this, along with the competitor pack that you've received, will tell you everything that you need to know about the day. I'm going to talk you through the day. I'm going to talk you through the course details and everything that you need to know so that you can race successfully. But first of all, I'm just going to cover off a little bit of information around logistics. Parking on the day. We use the back car park at Hemel Everyone Active for the transition area. In your race pack, there is an image, a map that shows you which areas of parking are available. Please do make sure that you use those parking areas. The transition area, the parking area behind Everyone Active will be closed, so you won't be able to get in there. Spectators. We love spectators. They make an atmosphere. They make the race what it is. So please do bring them along. However, please ask them to spread out around the course. The whole length of Heath Lane is a really great place to watch the athletes from and to be able to cheer you on. And please make sure that your spectators don't obstruct the athletes or the marshals or any of the entry or exit points around the finish funnel or into transition. It's also worth noting that your spectators aren't allowed in transition, it's competitors only, so they will need to stay outside of transition. On the day itself, registration will open at 6 a.m. and it will close promptly at 7 a.m. If your swim time is predicted to be 11 minutes or slower, please ensure that you have registered before 6:45 a.m. You will only have until 7 a.m. to rack up. If your predicted swim time is 10 minutes or quicker, then you will have until 7:10 a.m. to rack up, but you will still need to be registered. To register, you will need a race day licence. Now, you may have prepaid for this with your entry online, or you may have said that you've got a BTF membership card. You'll need to bring that membership card with you on the day and show it to the person that is registering you. If not, then you'll need to pay for a £6 race day licence on the day. When you register, you'll be given a pack with 2 race numbers. One of those numbers needs to go on your back for the front for the bike and on your front for the run. So as you go out on the bike, a number needs to be visible on your back, and as you go out on the run, a number needs to be visible on your front. A race belt is great. If so, just use one number and spin the race belt. If not, you'll need to attach both numbers front and back. You'll also get a sticker to put on your bike and a sticker to put on your helmet, and you will receive a timing chip that needs to go on your left ankle. Once you've registered, get yourself into transition and get yourself racked up. Entering transition, there will be some marshals doing some checks to make sure that your bike is appropriate, make sure that you're all labelled up correctly before you're allowed into transition. Make sure that you don't leave anything valuable in transition. There's no space for bags in transition. Small bags are fine. No boxes, no big bags. There are lockers available in the centre for you to use. And again, only competitors in transition. So, the actual race itself. Our first swimmers are hitting the water at 7 a.m. You'll be entering the water one at a time, and we'll be setting off the swimmers with the slowest predicted times first. So we'll be working that from your prediction that you put when you entered the race. We'll check those times with you at registration. So if your swim speed has improved, or maybe not since you registered, that's fine. We can take that into account and adjust. We're using the indoor pool this year, which means that no one will have to queue up in the cold to get in the pool, which is nice. We're very excited about this. It also means that the lanes are ever so slightly wider, which just makes it a little bit easier. The timekeeper will release you, they'll ask you to get in the water, and they'll tell you when to start. And that's when your time will start. So from then, you're on the clock and you're being chip timed across the finish line. We'll swim in a snake style. So you will set off and you'll swim with the wall on your left-hand side, and then you'll swim back with the lane rope on your left-hand side. You'll duck under the lane rope and you'll do the same. And you'll do that across all of the lengths. There'll be 8 lanes that you have to do, total of 16 lengths. At each end, you need to touch the end of the lane. No tumble turns, no diving. Once you get to the final length, you touch the end of the lane and then you exit using the steps out of the pool. You do need to make that final touch at the end of the lane. You will then make your way to transition. Now, because we're using the indoor pool, this year that exit out to transition is slightly different for anyone who's raced before. You're going to follow a path round the outdoor pool. We have put a very strict no-run policy in place. So from the second that you exit the pool, up those steps, round the outdoor pool, until you hit the grass bank, that is a no-run designated area. It will be marshalled, it will be signposted, and any athletes who are seen running will receive a 2-minute time penalty. So please do respect that. Please walk. It's very, very important. Once you hit the grassy bank, you can run your way up to transition from there, but all of that area around the outdoor pool will be a strict walk-only area. Once you get into transition, we are following strict BTF rules. Make sure you're familiar with the British Triathlon rules, but the primary one of the most important ones for transition is do not touch your bike unless your helmet is on and fastened. We do have a technical official who will be present and in transition and making sure that you adhere to the rules. There is also a very important no nudity policy. Once you've got your bike, once you've sorted out and you're heading out, please pay attention to the mount and the dismount line. You will need to cross the mount line before you get on your bike. And when you've finished your bike stage, you will need to get off your bike before the dismount line. No cycling in transition under any circumstances. Once you get out on the bike course, there are marshals and sign on the course to show you the way. Their job is to show you where you're going, to give you instructions and make sure that you know which direction you're riding in. Those marshals will not be stopping traffic for you. They won't be advising you on whether it's safe to turn. You will need to make sure that you are riding safely. It's not closed roads, it's open roads, so the highway code will apply and you need to follow the highway code at all times. BTF rules apply, again, so no drafting allowed. You need to make sure that you are well behind a competitor in front of you and that when you are overtaking, you complete that overtake within 20 seconds. If you're racing the super sprint, you are doing an out and back course. So you will head out and you will just keep going until you reach a turnaround point, which is in a lay-by. You will turn right into the lay-by and then you will need to foot down and safely rejoin the road from that lay-by and you will follow your route straight back out again. If you're doing the sprint course, you're doing one lap. You follow the super sprint course out, but at a roundabout you take a right-hand turn and it will be clearly signposted. There will be a marshal there, but you need to be aware that you're taking a different route. You will follow the signs for the sprint course, which will take you on a loop down to the Leighton Buzzard Road and up to Potton End and back. You will then rejoin the super sprint course and you'll all ride back in on the same route. Be aware the courses do separate, so please make sure that you follow the appropriate signs to make sure you complete your race distance. You'll then get back into transition, being aware of that dismount line. Rack your bike before you take your helmet off. And once you're ready, you'll head out on the run. The run is a 5k undulating route on pavements around Hemel. It's a single lap course and you're doing the same run if you're doing sprint or super sprint. Once you've finished your run, you make your way up to the finish line where you'll get your t-shirt, your medal, and you need to remove your timing chip. Once you've finished your event, find your family, find your friends, find the people you're celebrating with. You will need to retrieve your belongings from transition. However, while the race is still in full flow, transition will be closed. So the PA will announce when you can return to transition to remove your belongings. However, please do make sure that you do it fairly promptly. We need to be able to allow the team to go home. So please do make sure you come and get your stuff back. When you're trying to leave transition, your race number needs to match your bike. So you'll need to have your race number on and the number that you're wearing will need to match the bike that you're retrieving. Again, only competitors are allowed in transition. So you can't take your friends and family in with you to help you carry your stuff. You're going to need to be able to carry everything by yourself. One final rule that you need to know about is that there are no headphones allowed, not even bone conducting headphones, at any point on the race at all. Finally, you're going to be amazing, aren't you? It's going to be great. I hope you're really looking forward to it. We're really excited to be bringing you what we think is a new and improved race. We think you're going to love the new bike course and we're really excited for you to experience it. And we'll see you on the Sunday morning. See you then.